So maybe I should have started this video when I first started doing this, but anyways, I'm making elderberry syrup. I'm making a bunch of it, like maybe 3 quarts, 2.5, 3 quarts. And what I do is I harvest the elderberries in late August when they're out, when they're black. This is Sambucus canadensis, and there's also Sambucus nigra. And so it grows everywhere in the south, and right now the elder flowers are out, and I use those as well. But then I also save some of the elderberries, and I use half and half. And then to this I added, this looks like a big old crazy pot, but this is just kind of my style. So I go over to my herb shelf, and the reason that I'm making this is because my daughter got worn out yesterday at a birthday party, and she came home and she just didn't look right, and she woke up and she was still really tired. And then my son, he woke up with a runny nose too, so that doesn't often happen, but when it does, I don't let it go and go and go. I just start treating immune system right away. So elderberry is great for immune system. It's antiviral, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's like all the antis. But it's great. It's not anti-health. It is like such a great one just to boost your immune system and fight colds, flus, and viruses. So to this, I have added a tiny bit of cinnamon. I have cinnamon chips, so I just added, like, I don't measure, I just do handful method. Kind of go with whatever sounds good or I think would help combat the symptoms that whoever I'm making elderberry syrup for is going through. So nobody has a cough, nobody has a fever, so I didn't add anything like that. But what I did add was, ooh, this is mullein for Bascom thapsus. So this is out right now. It's out all the time. It's even out in the snow, but I mean it's about to bolt into bloom, into flower right now. But that's really good for an expectorant and decongestant. I also put, this is hard to point, like right here. This is elder flowers. I put kind of a handful, and I already kind of punched a bunch of this down. I put red clover, Trifolium pratense I put in there, because it's an overall health booster and a blood cleanser, and it helps with lung conditions, and it's also a mild sedative, and it is an expectorant and demulcent as well. So I just kind of felt like putting that in there because it's blooming right now, and I always like to use what's out. And then this over here, woo, right there, this is the Lonicera japonica. It's the one that I recently did a video on. Its Japanese honeysuckle and all the amazing benefits that have. 12 plus antivirals in there, and it's just really good to add to anything that you're doing for immune system. Right here, you'll see these little red balls. Those are rose hips, and those have a lot of vitamin C in them, and they're pretty good. So I like to add them to this type of thing. I added ginger, little ginger chunks, because it's warming, and it will help the system start to pump. You know, you don't want stagnant things. You don't want mucus just like staying where it is. And the ginger will help. Cayenne works like this too, but cayenne's just too strong, so I'm going to be giving this to my 19-month-old as well, as my brother-in-law is coming in from Uruguay today, and it's winter there right now, and it's summer here. So he's coming from like 30-40 degrees into 80-90 degrees, and that's quite a system shocker. So this is really good for if you know you're going to be going through kind of system shocker, or you're going through extra stress, that kind of thing. Let's see, cinnamon, ginger, red clover, elder flower, trying to look through, and I think that might be it. So anyways, what I'm going to do now, there's the baby in the background. I'm going to just plunge this all in there so it can steep. And what elderberries, they have to either boil or be dried. You can't use them just fresh and like juice them, because they have trace amounts of cyanide in there, But once it's boiled or dried, the cyanide is neutralized. So that looks just really gross right now. But so it's steeping. I'm just going to let this steep. It's been simmering for kind of maybe 15 minutes, so the whole cyanide thing is neutralized. But now I'm just going to let those herbs steep in there. And then I like to use my potato masher, and I like to mash it down. Like, I just like to get all that elderberry juice out of there. And then I'm going to strain this really well. And then we'll take like maybe an ounce or two in a glass of water, 8-ounce glass of water, or you can just take an ounce or two straight, or you can take a couple spoonfuls. I give my baby probably 2 tablespoons in his little sippy cup. It's really not harmful. This is all pretty safe. There's nothing like you're going to OD on elderberry syrup. But elderberry syrup is crazy expensive in the stores. It's like, for a little 8-ounce bottle, I pay anywhere between $15 and $17. And so I just don't do it. Like, I freeze mine. I actually buy mine dried because when I dry them myself, they all stick together and I don't like that. And elderberries are really easy to just buy organic or wildcrafted. MountainRoseHerbs.com is a really good source for that, out of Oregon. And they do a really good job at selling only things that are from reputable sources and certified organic, that kind of thing. So if you're wanting to do this, go ahead and buy yourself some dried ones, or if you live where there are elderberries, look for them in August. Right now in June, look for the elderflowers. I'll probably be doing a post on that, a little video on that soon, because a lot of people just go for the elderberries and forget the elderflowers, and those are really good too. So anyways, I think that covers it, and obviously the baby behind me needs me. So till next time, thank you so much.